This is your announcer, Shannon Saint Mainframe, welcoming you to our IP Livecast. I spoke to Rob and he strongly feels that Luigi Mangione should be released and put on house arrest. Specifically, at Rob's house. And don't worry, Rob will provide the handcuffs. Our IP Livecast starts now.
Murder is wrong.
Do they do cuffs for house arrest? I thought it was just like an ankle bracelet.
In this house.
No.
Welcome. Welcome to RIP Livecast. It's Rob. Here with Sid in 3D. It's December 14th on the 2024th year of our Lord.
Rob, what would you do if you set up a like an encounter with Luigi somehow? Let's just don't worry about the details. Let's just say this happened.
Mm-hmm.
And the wrong Luigi from the surveillance footage came, like the other guy. Still hit it? One of the 7 other guys.
Is Luigi 2? Is Waluigi cute?
Well, you've seen all the photos. Was there anyone you would bang than the fake Luigi?
I didn't. My horny radar wasn't signaled until I saw the full facial photo.
You didn't get the cock bat signal?
Yeah, not until. It was funny because it happened on Monday. So a quick update, folks. Last week we were talking about this CEO murderer, cold blood in the streets of New York, and how the NYPD was having a lot of difficulty finding them, and that typically if these people aren't found in the first 48 hours, probability-wise, they might not be found. And
it's crazy that was like a week ago. I feel like he's been booked, arrested, and become a sex symbol. Like it
that
all
was only
happened
5 days. In 5 days, that all happened because this was on Monday. I just happened to be online.
Oh, wow. What a rare
I just
occurrence.
happened to be online. Well, sometimes I'm out when stuff happens, and Sid, you'll message me.
No, then you're online. Don't play.
When I say I happen to be online, let me clarify. I happen to be on my desktop computer.
So we were seated where you are right now.
Yes.
Okay.
As opposed to like out and mobile.
Okay.
And walking on Twitter and walking and being online. That's different than being seated and online.
Let's fast forward. You got the photos and you jerked it immediately. That's
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
But I did see it was people started making jokes on Twitter, and then somebody like the first thing I saw is like, it's so funny that the shooter is a Peter Thiel head. Like that was the first thing. I was like, wait, what? And then they're like, oh, the shooter was found. Then I saw the headline. Or maybe Sid, maybe you sent the CNN story, no?
Oh, yeah, probably that. But the Peter Thiel thing,
Yeah, right. So then on Twitter, all this stuff is happening. And then somehow I found his actual Twitter account. And in the profile, in the banner image, there were 3 photos.
Holodets, Eric Adams, and Peter Thiel.
Yeah. Peter's got
go in much like our intro. It was like this.
Right there.
Yeah. Very sweaty. Peter Thiel looks like a Holodets.
He's probably tried that.
Maybe we need to add Peter Thiel. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Peter Thiel he is just
Peter Thiel.
Deep cut.
He's just this gay billionaire Republican guy.
Is he gay, or is that like they say he's gay? Like he must be gay, or is he really openly gay? I don't know.
Him being gay is the reason that Gawker doesn't exist.
Oh,
anymore.
that's right.
I'm not up on that. I'm sorry, Rob. I need you to remind me. I don't remember the Peter Thiel dirt.
So he is this tech billionaire. He co-founded PayPal with Elon Musk.
I thought Elon Musk just bought into it, didn't he? Or am I wrong on that?
They each had separate companies, separate financial companies, and they merged them into what became PayPal.
I see.
But Thiel stuff, Thiel did like PayPal came from Thiel's side, and then his stuff.
Thiel is the real.
Thiel is the real.
I'm the Thiel.
And also, he was an early investor in Facebook and the show Silicon Valley. The evil boss guy, main character.
Gavin Belson?
Gavin Belson, thank you. He's significant parts of that character are based on Peter Thiel.
Okay.
And also Peter Thiel went and spoke at the first Trump Republican National Convention in 2016, and it was like this big thing because here's this gay guy, and Trump was being painted as homophobic, transphobic, blah blah blah, and he's like, I'm a gay man and I support Donald Trump, and he gave this very weird speech about how let's leave the identity politics out of it. Nobody cares about bathrooms. Everyone just wants the economy to be good or something, and it's very easy for a billionaire to say that stuff who's getting blood transfusions from young donors
and hasn't had to use a public bathroom in 40 years.
Yeah. So anyway, so I don't know, how did we get on Peter? Because this shooter guy was quoting a podcast. So this Peter Thiel is as far removed from left wing as possible. Is the point?
Before we get off Peter Thiel, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to respond to Dusty Rhodes Muffler's comment just now. Saying he thought Peter Thiel was the McAfee guy. McAfee is the McAfee guy. His name is in the company. So I don't know how you got that mixed up, but just to clarify, the McAfee guy is McAfee.
Rob, if the gay team wanted to trade Peter Thiel to the heteros, who would you ask for in return? Doesn't have to be one person. It could be a multiplayer trade.
Luigi?
I thought
his
saw a rumor
sexuality is yet to be confirmed.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't seen any rumor that he's gay. There's some stuff that he might be bi, but nothing has been confirmed one way or the other.
No, there was just a story going around that he definitely is gay, and then it was called into question.
No, not true.
Well, it's called into question as a questionable.
I can tell you as fact because we'll get into it.
Oh shit.
No, I'm not saying the story is true. I'm saying there was a story out there.
Oh, sure. Well, I mean, there's any story out there about him. He's the most talked about person all week.
I'm saying that story, though, was claiming to definitively say that he's gay. Mm-hmm. And then after the fact,
we'll get into sexuality in a moment. Right. But yes.
But who would you trade for?
To your point. Getting back to it.
Not going to answer?
The trade. I don't have an answer. No, I'll think about it. Okay. About the Peter Thiel trade.
Idris Elba?
Who's a straight guy that we? Oh, Idris Elba. Yeah, no, he fits it. But I'll think about it. I'll think throughout the episode. I'll get it. So his profile had quoted Peter Thiel. Andrew Huberman was another guy he was quoting, who's I wouldn't say he's right wing, but he's this kind of manosphere brain hacking kind of guy. Mm-hmm. So and these are not, because people are like, oh, this is some left wing, far leftist extremists who murdered the United CEO, but turned out it was a tech bro centrist at best.
I don't think that's it either. I think he's just all over the map. I think.
No, for sure. I don't think. You can't paint him one way or the other. And and his profile photo. So his headline photo, as I was saying, was a Pokemon character.
Okay.
Young guy.
It was it was split into three spaces. So it was a Pokemon character, an X-ray of his back, which we come to learn that he had a debilitating back surgery that kind of ruined his life essentially, and may have set him off on this path.
So, Rob, when you blew his back out, was it a date situation or a grinder hookup?
It was a hookup.
Okay.
And the
you
third
made him humble. You broke his back and you made him humble.
And the third photo was a shirtless photo of him hiking in what I assume is Hawaii. And this guy lifted. He looked great without a shirt. And I swear, when I saw the photo, my reaction was like the Homer Simpson reaction when they're. It was the episode where they go away for a summer vacation, and they're playing a board game, and he picks out the nerd, and the nerd looks like Milhouse, and there's like a smile on his face. Do you know what I'm talking about? Hold on.
What does this have to do with Peter Thiel?
Good. Not with Peter Thiel, with the guy. I was like, oh my God, he's hot. and I was just like, this is crazy. And attractive. Like, already people were, like you guys were joking, thirsting over just the security footage. But now that this guy's,
damn, that guy's hot.
You found it?
Yeah, I found the Homer Simpson reaction here. So this was my reaction when, but not. So here I am loading the profile, and then the shirtless photo comes up. And then this is me.
You got the done!
Just the small smile. That's me.
Oh, that's all?
That's it. That was it. All right. I guess I oversold it. But anyway, so
you're attracted to Milhouse? Is that what we're getting from
No, just the smile. Just the.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so
metaphor.
I feel like within
I'm sorry, time out. That was like a rejected Family Guy cutaway. I was like, "Hey Lois, you remember that time when I saw Luigi Mangione and he looks like Milhouse?" Remember that time I wanted to fuck Luigi Mangione in the ass?
Would you bottom for Luigi, Rob?
No. He's giving off bottom energy. Sorry, he doesn't give off that alpha.
He killed a guy.
Yeah, I know. He's very dramatic.
Wolf.
Power bottom.
Yeah, power bottom. Totally.
Did you see now they're saying he wasn't even a member of United Healthcare?
I thought they said he was. No.
The last I heard, like a day or two ago, is United Healthcare said there's no record of him ever being on any of their insurances.
Listen, you get whatever CEO you can get.
Yeah, I guess that's probably it. Maybe there were other CEOs around.
They were the largest.
The first one I see.
And he was just in New York. He saw the opportunity there.
But was he in New York specifically for this? Or was he in New York and then saw that guy was going to be there? I was like, oh.
Well, he got right the fuck out and went to Altoona and had some hash browns. So, I mean, probably
I was so disappointed that he didn't get further. All those days passed. He was just in Pennsylvania.
He did go missing for like 6 months or 4 or 5 months. Like his family and friends hadn't heard from him in quite a while.
I can't wait until the mini series about all of this.
Yeah,
the Ryan Murphy series.
Oh, you think it'll be Ryan? That's
starring
only
Dave
if he's
Franco.
Confirmed gay.
It's called Hanukkah on Murder.
Well, first of all, I want to say it's crazy that his name is so SEO friendly, Luigi Mangione. It's not a very common name.
Not here.
So, so as soon as his the story came out, I was able to find his Instagram profile instantly. And this is before he again, I just happened to be online when the story broke. So it's before it happened to be online, and it was just you could just search for his name and it comes up, and same with the Twitter profile. He only had 200 followers, but then in an hour he had 200,000, and now probably 1 million, whatever. So I have mentioned this on the show before, but there's a gay forum, or I don't know, it's a men's forum called the Large Penis Support Group.
You did mention this.
LPSG for short.
For sure. Applying for membership, and they just won't approve you for some reason.
Well, anyone can apply. You don't have to have a large penis.
Well, anyone can apply, sure. You'll get it.
Anyone can join. No, anyone can join. Anyone can join. But anyway, so there's, threads thirsting over people. Like there's just a thread, hey, post hot photos of this celebrity, or even not post hot photos of a not celebrity, whatever, or of yourself, or however. And I was like, gee, I wonder if anyone started a thread on Luigi. And this has been the fastest growing thread in the history of this thirst trap website. Like, I don't think you understand what a significant thing that is.
Their servers crashed.
Because this is like where this site constantly has gotten heat from celebrities, because when there is like a photo leak or something, it'll end up on this forum, and it's a very big site, and they'll get copyright and, like all these threats. So there's a lot of moderation, to which is to say, like, when there's a big story involving the male form, this forum gets a lot of traffic. So for this to be the biggest story, it's like this story's got legs.
So does Luigi.
And to be clear, the thread kind of started being like, all right, here's this guy. He's really hot. Someone out there has to have nudes. And so everyone's like, please, where are the nudes? We need nudes. We need nudes. And then because it blew up. Like there was it became 20 pages, this post of comments, in like an hour. And then other people start coming in like, this is disgusting. Like, how are you thirsting over a murderer? And then like other people are like, oh, he's the, then they get into the discussion of the the healthcare guy isn't the murderer. And then another person is like, you guys are getting off topic. You're creating all of this junk thread with this morality. We want dick pics.
Just for the sake of equal time.
Sure.
Is there an accompanying thread asking for nudes of Brian Thompson?
Great question. That ends up happening. Like, hey, everyone, like there were people, there was a revolting party in the thread, like, all of you thirsting over this twink. How about this daddy energy from Brian Thompson? And then people were like, yeah, like I actually looked up some speeches and he has a really hot voice.
Oh my God.
They were like dueling.
He's got that bear body from fattening up on all the billions of dollars from killing people.
Now I'm envisioning like a gay porn where he's in his office and then like a sick dude comes in asking for like approval.
I wish I saved it. There was
like, well, how bad do you want that surgery?
There was fanfic in the thing about how Luigi and Brian were actually lovers.
Luigi and Brian slash porn. Like Kirk and
it was such it was crazy. And then so people are like,
are the gays okay, Rob?
I think they're doing just fine. And then there's the typical people started photoshopping his face onto other nudes. And there's other people like, please tell me this is real. I'm like, no, this isn't real. Here's the original nude. Look.
That's what you came in with your Photoshop expertise.
Yeah, Rob, speaking of which, can you Photoshop Luigi into the Ron Jeremy bedroom scene?
Look, you can see the seam right here.
Right at the belly button.
He'll be in the belly button.
Okay. Luigi, Ron Jeremy, Joe Biden licking an ice cream, and Anne Frank. Go.
So, circling back to Darren, what you were saying about the gay thing, obviously this was also a huge topic of discussion in the thread, and all of these things, like you mentioned, any story that would come up about like, oh, he's possibly gay, my friend, he's bi, all debunked, nothing concrete, so that we cannot say one way or the other what his sexuality is.
And why would it matter? None of these people in this thread are going to fuck him anyway. Who cares if he's gay? Just fantasize about him because he looks good.
It's fine.
Right. Well, maybe the idea is if he were gay, there would be a higher chance that he would be on Grindr and then sending dick pics and such and such.
I understand.
Rob, let me ask you this. If he is extradited to New York and is held at the MDC, which is in your neighborhood, what would you do?
You know, I've always joked about going to visit someone there.
Yeah,
him and Ghislaine and Diddy all in the same building.
Well, Ghislaine has been relocated.
Oh, but him and Diddy.
Diddy is still there.
Do you think Diddy's going to manipulate a way to get into that cell? Get a little Diddy party going?
Too old.
The guy's too old for Diddy?
Yeah. He's 26.
Not submissive enough. 27, I believe.
Oh, sorry.
Did you just have a birthday?
Get it right.
You just check the thread to make sure how old you are?
Yeah, on LPSG, they're confirming.
What does LPSG stand for?
Large penis support.
Oh,
large. Okay, I was making sure. Just asking for a friend.
No. You can join, Darren. You know, you could.
I don't have a large penis.
Are you supportive of those who do?
Sure, I'm supportive of and small penises. I have no prejudice. I'm sort of in the middle camp.
You're a penile centrist.
Yes. Although, you know, like I've said on the show before, at rest, very tiny. But
you're growing out a shower.
It gets into a good zone when it's time for fun.
I hope you put it in a good zone. Dusty Rhodes Muffler says all dicks matter. Rob, can you confirm?
Yeah. Everyone needs to get off. And apparently he did have some altering back surgery that made his daily life very difficult. And there was a rumor that he was unable to have sex because of it.
Oh, no.
And just lots of pain.
I can relate to that. Before I got circumcised, I had my foreskin was stuck in a position where it was like intense pain to try to have sex. And I had to masturbate even very carefully. Not to do my back, but I can sympathize with the not having sex out of a pain reasons.
I could see how that would make you want to assassinate someone.
I never got quite that far. But
it is kind of so like Sid or Darren, one of you mentioned, he got caught in a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. And the story is allegedly that a elderly citizen spotted him and told the person at the McDonald's counter, who then called the police and said, "Hey, this woman just sent in a tip that someone at the McDonald's looks like the killer. Let's drop everything and go see." And then they did. That seems pretty logical. And they caught him with a fake ID and a weapon. Why did he still have the weapon?
Yeah, that's
all the way in Pennsylvania. How did they know that this tip was worth pursuing?
I mean, maybe
other than the thousands of other fake tips they probably got.
I mean, they probably pursued all of them to some degree, but also maybe he had plans on this not being the only assassination. It's like, I'll keep going until they catch me. Maybe he was on his way somewhere else. I don't know.
I'll keep going until they catch me, but I am going to sit down for an hour and 10 minutes and eat this hash brown.
That is a little, I guess maybe the back was just aching up and he needed to sit for a little while.
Sit under a bridge or something. This is what I see. Here's the thing. I don't doubt that someone could do a murder and then sit in a McDonald's.
What murder?
I do doubt that someone could do a murder this like perfectly executed, get away from the cops in the middle of New York City, and then sit down in a McDonald's and just get caught.
Yeah, not even have his identity fully captured. Right. Like no one knew what he looked like.
Maybe he wanted to get caught. Maybe he thought he'd have gotten caught sooner. Maybe that's why he's like, I'll just set up shop at this McDonald's until somebody figures it out.
If you want to get caught, why not stand there and say, I just shot this guy, here, arrest me, I want to get caught. What's the point of running?
Yeah.
Right. Also having his written manifesto on him.
I heard that it was 3 pages long. Does that really count as a manifesto?
It was a 3 page. It was like 200 words. It wasn't even anything. 260 words. It was nothing.
Quintuple space.
Fuck! I forgot to do a manifesto. All right, what do we got here?
Well, he's like, I just want to keep it short.
Yeah,
and the first thing he does is compliment the feds, which is, very believable.
It's a Fed writing it in the fucking. All right, the feds are great. What else can we put in here? Let's see.
Here, I'll read it. The
Langley is awesome. I've been there a million times. They've got great Starbucks.
The journalist Ken Klippenstein posted the leaked manifesto.
But still no dick pics. This guy is just slacking.
I know, rude. I'll have to talk to Ken about it. To the feds, I'll keep this short because I do not respect. Oh no, because I do respect what you do for our country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. This was fairly trivial, some elementary social engineering, basic CAD. What's that? CAD.
Cease and desist.
A lot of patience. The spiral notebook, if present, has some straggling notes and to-do lists that illuminate the gist of it. My tech is pretty locked down because I work in engineering, so probably not much info there.
Is that what CAD stands for? That's what Google is telling me.
I guess that makes sense. He is because he did he 3D printed the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was a double major, got a PhD in computer science. This was a intelligent man.
He's still alive?
He's still alive. You're right. For now, I do apologize for any strife of traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. A reminder, the U.S. has the #1 most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly number 42 in life expectancy. United is the
murdering a man in his early 50s doesn't help that life expectancy number, pal.
Wait, maybe it does. Is it that bad? You live to 50.
Touche.
I waited till he was 50 to make a point.
United is the largest company in the U.S. by market cap, behind only Apple, Google, Walmart. It has grown and grown, but has our life expectancy? No. The reality is these indecipherable have simply gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it. Obviously, the problem is more complex, but I do not have the space, and frankly, I do not. Now he kind of sounds like Ken Pierce. Obviously, the problem is more complex. I do not have the space, and frankly, the provolone.
Yes. I am running out of space, and also I need time to write my review of this awful McDonald's.
That's right. No Wi-Fi. Only a landline, and they use it to call the cops on you.
Hash browns, plainly underdone.
Can't even eat them through your face mask. You got to take the mask all the way down. Exposing yourself.
Awful.
So he ends saying, it is not an issue of awareness at this point, but clearly power games at play. Evidently, I am the first to face it with such brutal honesty. Now you can see why the media didn't want to leak this or post the full thing. They just included the quote, like the most salacious line in it, which was, "These parasites simply had it coming."
Well, no, everybody had the quote about the life expectancy thing.
Oh, no, I think after I don't think that was in here until after the whole thing leaked.
I heard that almost immediately.
Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, so that's his so what I was going to say is there is a prevailing theory out there that the way he was caught was a bit of parallel construction by the feds, and they're wondering because the McDonald's kiosks, as you know, a lot of the McDonald's now, to order you have to do a self-service kiosk, and those kiosks have facial cameras in them and facial recognition. Which they admit that there's facial recognition because they say they use it to like recommend shit for you. But
like, how does what?
Based on my eyebrows, I might want to.
Based on your age and gender and weight, I guess. If you're fit, they recommend a salad. If you're a fat ass, they recommend a fucking
shouldn't it be the other
pounder. No, it's what you would be more likely to buy It's not about your health. It's about
But if you're already
squeezing
more
money out
likely
of
to
you.
buy it, then why do they have to push you towards where you're already going?
Because you
should
don't know what
do
their
the other
menu
way.
options
Yeah.
are. I don't know.
Weird.
Fat fucks no longer know what McDonald's is serving. I guess they have.
But the theory is that the NSA or whoever has access to these cameras illegally or under the table, so to speak, and they don't want to make it public knowledge. So the reason the cops acted so fast is because they got him on the facial recognition.
I see.
And then they constructed this whole story to kind of be like, oh yeah, somebody fucking volunteered the info.
That makes sense. That makes more sense than what they actually said happened.
Right. Well, who knows?
Wouldn't Luigi
I'm not
be
saying
smart enough to not use a kiosk and know about that since he's so...
You would
and
think.
you think because he's so into computer science, he would know about the McDonald's app and all the rewards you get using the app. He could have probably gotten a free hash brown by this point.
McDonald's, promo code RABA.
I
RABA
mean,
15.
No, the McDonald's app specifically.
for all we know, that was a free hash brown.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe that's why he cashed in his reports and they were tracking it.
He's like, it's use it or lose it. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have access to my rewards.
It's true. It's true. If you don't use them after a while, they expire. Those capitalist jerks.
He gets like 40 years to life, and then on the 40th year, they finally release him, and he busts out the old McDonald's app on his super dated iPhone. That's like his first act as a free man, is cashing it in for a hot apple pie.
I was
like,
sorry, fucking
these,
Gary.
These points expired 36 years.
Then he has to go after the McDonald's CEO after
it was
that.
finally time.
That's the sequel.
Gary Sinise in a fucking laboratory, like looking, all right, he's in the Altoona McDonald's. He just used a reward point on a fucking hash brown. Go get him. Wall full of monitors.
To that point, there does seem to be a coincidence with the number 286. He had 286 followers. He was caught 286 miles away from the shooting. But what the hell is 286, folks?
I think that's
Is that the only two things that are 286?
There was some other stuff. There was some other stuff. I just don't quite remember.
And when did he have 286 followers?
On Twitter. He was following 286 people.
Oh.
Let's see. Several supposed links. Let's see.
He denied a claim 286 times or something?
Oh my God.
Not even a joke. It could be that.
Oh, okay. So the Pokemon on his
oh my God
headline has the Pokédex number 286.
Got it. Pokédex. Got it.
Proverb 28:6 in the Bible says, "Better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a rich man who is crooked in his ways."
This is going back to the Gary Sinise room with the fact. All right, we got 286.
Seriously.
Let's put all the 286s together.
And denial code 286 refers to claims denied due to failure to meet appeal deadlines. A symbolic connection given Mangioni's documented criticism of the healthcare system.
I don't buy that one because you could look in their handbook and literally every number corresponds to something shitty, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we've debunked that aspect of it. But yeah, so that's Luigi Mangione. And a lot of Italian memes, a lot of Mario memes. You got to wonder how Nintendo is feeling about this because there was a lot of memes with the Luigi character.
Yeah, be like if one of their well, at least it's popular. Could have like what if the guy's name was like Luigi and he murdered somebody that everyone likes? Then you'd be in trouble.
Yeah, and also like all the games have Mario in the name, not Luigi, so it's not like there's any product they would need to take off the shelves for bad publicity or anything, even if it was a backlash.
There is one. There's Luigi's Haunted Mansion. He got his own spin-off once. That might have to go. But
what platform was that for?
I think 64.
Okay,
64. But it's a whole line of game. Like it's not just one game.
Oh,
there's multiple.
Yeah,
but it's obvious. You're 100% right, though. Is that's the much less common thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Mario.
There is, and also there's just like this taunt that Luigi goes like bang bang.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Just so great. And so now there's all these memes going around, and of course our boys in Sanguisigabog,
Oh.
who I've mentioned on the show many times as
Real.
having the best social media of any artist out there, any metal artist specifically. They shared this photo. And they were like, hey, we just want to thank our pal Luigi, who was definitely with us on December 7th at around 6 a.m., loading our car. And he was one of our biggest fans.
That's quite a good Photoshop.
Yeah, and so on and so forth. And they actually released a piece of merch.
Wow.
Which is Luigi shooting Bowser. And they got a ton of orders, and they're going to be donating the proceeds to these funds that help people clear medical debt.
Did you order a shirt, Rob?
I did not. I feel like this is a little too hot button. Yeah, too provocative. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. But I very much appreciate the design. And the I think it's very, very clever, but I don't want to get into fights with people on the street over it.
Can you go back to the original Photoshop with the guy? I think I found a flaw in the Photoshop, a small one, but like they did not leave enough room for Luigi's enormous hog to be standing next to this guy. It would be pushed back a little bit, but it's very good nonetheless.
There was hog analysis in the LPSG forum as well about like
that's my gas company
indents in his shorts and such. Like every photo on the internet of Luigi can be found in that thread. It's like a cumulative hunt. I wonder if the FBI is also monitoring that thread.
Well, they need to know how fast he can get away on foot, weighed down by his cock.
Yeah, is he a tripod? What's going on? I mean, he is Italian.
Oh, is that a thing? All Italians have large penises?
I think it's I think so.
All Italians,
not all, but like they're stereotypical. Well, I'll say this. Southern Italians are stereotypically well hung.
Stereotypically, but I'm saying that doesn't mean it's a fact.
Sure.
They got them Sicilian squares.
Sicilian baguettes.
Like a
Extra
chode.
thick crust.
Hero bread.
The focaccias.
Little chevouilladelle down there.
Little sausage and pep.
Sausage and pepper, leg in there. Throw a leg in there. Tastes good. We'll mix it up.
And a lot of discussion this week about morale. Like, how could people, make this guy into a hero? He's a murderer. And I just keep thinking about this viral clip. I believe it was like about John Gotti. It was like a local New York news report about John Gotti and people interviewing people on the street asking their opinion of John Gotti. So here's this.
Of course.
He was the best guy around.
Oh, I
What
remember
about the
this.
people he murdered?
What murder?
What murder? I like that it goes into a Lawrence Chaney video after. Thank you.
Oh.
Murder.
What murder?
Murdered.
What murder?
I just keep saying that over and over this week. What murder?
Best guy around. That's not even an Italian accent. What is that guy? What murder? He sounds like Woody Allen. I'm so nervous about this murder. I don't know. I mean, I want to talk to somebody, but there's just murder happening over here. I have murder over there.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
I don't know. I see murder. I worry.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
Just the best guy. The best guy you could think of. The best guy just always doing nice things for people.
Do we have like the full segment of that or just that clip? I'd love to see the full segment.
It feels like that's just a segment on a news a bit, like that they only talked to him and like they would talk to 7 people and that was like one person they talked to.
Well, there's that freeze frame of a guy before.
No, it's various people that are interviewed.
A little taste of old New York.
This is Channel 7 Eyewitness News with Bill Butel and Susan Rostrom. Scott Clark with sports. Sam Champion with the exclusive.
I know all these
and the Eyewitness News.
I know all these people except the woman.
News.
Yeah.
The jailhouse gates rumble down as a prison
the
van
jailhouse
carries
gates?
John Gotti to a future behind bars. Prosecutors say don voyage. Goodbye to John Gotti.
Oh, don voyage.
Come on, Bill Butel. You're above this.
I'm not reading that. I'm walking out of here.
Indictment stuck.
Good evening, I'm Bill Butel, and John Gotti knows
Bill
it all too
Butel.
well
That's
tonight.
an authoritative
After a 6-year
voice.
crusade to bring
I
him
know
down,
all the
the
people on
government's
this
case stuck to him like
broadcast
glue.
except the woman. I don't know who that is.
Found guilty on every count against him, and the top dog in the country's most powerful crime
Can you
family.
just pause it for 1
can only
second,
look at
Rob,
the moon.
please? There's Sam Champion is the guy, the weather, the sports or the weather guy?
Weather.
Scott Clark was the sports.
Yeah, he's the one that got accused of, or it was rumored that he was having a gay affair with Mike Piazza.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
and Mike Piazza had to make a press conference to say, I'm not gay, I'm not anti-gay, but you're ruining my life by my wife is going to, you're going to ruin my marriage by doing this shit. So he had to publicly come out and say he's not gay. And then he got accused by like LGBT groups by like, why are you saying being gay is bad? He's like, no, I just don't want my marriage to end.
And wasn't there like some weirdness with him and Bobby Valentine where Bobby Valentine sort of alluded to him being gay?
I don't know that. Wow.
I remember there was
Bobby Valentine
like
was
that.
the manager, right?
Yes. That was all very
right. I forgot about that, but yeah, it is funny that he's like, no, I'm not saying because she's gonna leave me because of the gay thing, because of the cheating thing.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
In your view.
All right, here's the segment, the full segment that we were talking about.
Get to
Back
Sam.
in the underworld. Thanks, Jim. One of Gotti's old stomping grounds was the Ravenite Social Club in Little Italy, where the feds secretly taped conversations. So today, some jokester put a sign on the Ravenite door. It read, "For rent, call 1-800-FED-CORE," meaning Federal Corrections. And it made one of the club patrons so angry he tore it down.
Wow.
Oh, no.
On Mulberry Street, loyalty to the Don is strong.
Simpler
At any cost, and they got him at any cost. He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
So Gotti may be convicted, but to some people he is still beloved. To some people he is still the Teflon Don.
John Gotti's neighborhood is a special place. He's the most well-known man in the neighborhood and a sort of guardian of the place.
Bill
The Don's home
Butel
turf is Howard
at the
Beach,
same
Queens.
time looks like a very well-respected news anchor and also like a drag queen who does Joan Rivers impersonation out of drag. It's a very interesting balance he was striking.
He was very caked up too.
He looks like he just goes straight to the fucking like rum and coke when they go to a break. He looks like a rummy. Like an old school rummy.
He died in 2006.
Look at those graphics. I love it.
This house just a few minutes ago, accompanied by a bodyguard, but he and the rest of the family are keeping to themselves tonight. Other family members have come in and out of John Gotti's house here in Howard Beach tonight, but they're being very tight-lipped about today's verdict. John Gotti's daughter, Vicky, wearing a mink coat, ran from the house to a waiting car tonight. She had nothing to say about her father's conviction on charges of murder and racketeering, but earlier a family friend expressed their sentiments. There was an old yellow ribbon on a tree in front of the Gotti house tonight for the celebration that never was. Some neighbors didn't want to talk, but others were willing to defend their friend, the Don.
You got railroad.
Why do you say that?
I'm living in this neighborhood 22 years.
You never murdered me.
I don't think
I never see anybody get killed. What do you want from me? Good guy. Bought me cookies one time. I thought you let my kid play with his Game Boy.
40 murders. What are you talking about?
They were playing, my kid and his kid were playing that Pokemon thing.
I don't think so.
Nintendo.
I don't think so.
Is this MC Ren? Oh my God.
You got railroad.
Why'd you say that?
I'm living in this neighborhood 22 years.
The next guy should be, yo, fuck John Gotti, bro.
The next guy is Irv Gotti, his neighbor and cousin.
I don't think so.
No, I'm not surprised. They did what they had to do, and
he's the neighbor. He lived in the John Gotti's neighborhood.
He's wearing an Airborne Express hat, so I assume he was just in the neighborhood making a delivery. They stopped her. He's like, all right.
Italians are well known for not wanting to live in neighborhoods of Brooklyn with black people.
Bad for the guy.
All I know is
oh my God! What the fuck?
This is the same guy in the same car as before the black guy with a fucking wig on.
Just draped a dead raccoon on his head. What the hell is that hair? Oh my God!
You're right, Darren. You're so right.
Holy shit!
Happy Phillips is like, we need a third person. Can we get you to wear this wig?
Oh my!
She auditioned for Seinfeld's mother in Seinfeld.
They're like, no, you're too accurate. We need this at least a little bit glammed up.
We need to Hollywood this.
Holy shit!
This octagonal glasses that she's.
Quick man cometh. R.I.P. to the bobcat who died for her wig. Jesus.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All I know is he's a good guy. Shouldn't have happened.
Do you think John Gotti lost his virginity to that lady?
Oh! Yes.
She was like his babysitter. Is that Christopher Russo? Go back. Who is that? When you're scanning forward. There you go.
Oh, that's Luigi's father.
They look through your mail. They monitor your phone calls when you're allowed phone calls.
Life in the eye of a storm.
Mikey, they put away John Gotti. How do you feel about that?
It really does look like him.
John Gotti innocent of conspiracy and assault in the February 1990.
It's a Newsday reporter, I guess.
No. The whole fucking broadcast is just about John Gotti.
Yeah.
Big news.
Wow. All right. R.I.P. a legend.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Good night, funny man.
Hashtag R.I.P. a legend.
Yeah.
Well, we hope Luigi is found not guilty. That's what we hope.
I'm
by a jury of his peers.
That he did that shit. But...
Well, that's what his lawyer is saying. They're still they're looking for this evidence. They haven't seen any evidence, allegedly. But we'll keep you abreast in the coming weeks of any thirst traps.
Not a lot of breast in that form.
No. Man titties. There's man titties. Pecs.
I guess if the one shot you have of a guy's cock is a titty fucking somebody, you might see some breasts. Though they didn't put that up. You got just if it's all you got.
Yeah. Take what you can get. You could Photoshop the titties out.
Sure. Turn them into hot dog buns or something.
Is that better?
I mean, that's feminine. I guess. I mean, there was that movie Sausage Party where the hot dog fucks the bun.
Oh my god!
Very graphically, but that was kind of a bun fuck.
Kind of a bun fuck.
Episode title.
Darren, you mentioned earlier that you had a cringe moment at an Empanada Mama. Do you want to tell us about this?
Yeah. First of all, do people know what Empanada Mama is? That a New York thing or is that all around the country?
I'm not sure.
It's like this little fast food mini chain that there are many locations and you can just get different kinds of empanadas there.
What do they say? Oh, empanada. Okay.
Yeah, but and assorted other things, but mostly empanadas. And they have all kind of weird flavors. They have like jerk chicken and like things you don't normally find in empanadas and stuff. And regular, also common types of empanadas. But I went in there. I was done working. There just happened to be Empanada Mama in there. I go in. And let me give you some backstory. Every time I've ever been in Empanada Mama, they have like
Every
really.
time you say it, it's so funny. I don't know.
They have really good music. They would have almost always 90s like Biggie Smalls playing or 90s hip hop or something, or something else good,
Could you say what neighborhood was this particular location in?
Lower East Side.
Okay.
And I go in, and this time I walk in. and they're playing this fucking like Kenny G, like smooth jazz shit, like terrible music. So I make my order. It's on a kiosk, probably got facially recognized. And then I'm waiting around, and I go, but I go up to the counter because the girl is just standing there. She's probably 19 or 20, and I'm bored. So I just said, hey, what's up with this music? Like every time I come in here, it's like fucking Biggie Smalls. It's like, oh yeah, it just depends on who picks it. I'm like, yeah, but like they put on this fucking. Doesn't somebody object? Like who's somebody 72 years old putting this fucking music on? She goes, actually, that was my choice. And I, by the way, I edited that down. I went off on this smooth jazz for way longer.
Well, let's hear the full rant then.
I was just like, I can't. I'm standing here like waiting for my food, and I got to listen to this fucking Kenny G shit. Like, and it, like really very Larry David. Like I really dug myself a huge hole where I could not back out. Once she said, "This is my pick," I couldn't be like, "Oh, it's fine," So she's like, no, I played this. This is my pick for today. I swear to you guys, she was like 19 or 20.
Did you call her a fucking nerd?
I should have. Like someone
doubled down even more.
Yeah.
Right. I'm already in this foxhole that I made for myself. I should have just been like, you're 19. What the fuck are you doing with your life? Like expand your horizons.
I'm paying my way through Juilliard. I'm a classical music major.
I don't think they allow you to listen to fucking Kenny G. But in Juilliard, they kick you right the fuck out. They catch you with that on your fucking computer or something. So, no, I just said, wow, okay. I said, okay. Sorry, okay. I did apologize. I said, but it was like a sorry, not sorry. It was like, I shouldn't have said that out loud, but this still sucks.
Yeah, but still shame on you.
Yeah. But to her credit, she was like very, she did not skip a beat. She didn't be like, you're an asshole, fuck you. Or it was like, all right, well, that's what you think. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
The food didn't give you diarrhea afterwards?
Well, luckily, she only handed me a bag. Okay. Like she had nothing to do with the food, but might have, who knows. But also, she didn't seem that vindictive, like she cared that much. But it was more on my end. If I wanted to crawl under a rock, kind of.
That's... I guess that's the risk. Like, if you know that somebody in there is picking it, then there's a decent chance that it's who you're talking to.
Well, two things about that. Number one, I didn't know they had, I thought it was like some pre-programmed music from the corporate end. And also, even had I known that the people pick it, there's no way in hell I would have thought. I thought I had like class solidarity with this person where I could go, we clearly both hate fucking Kenny G style shitty elevator music.
So she's like the McDonald's employee snitching on Luigi.
Yeah.
You think that there's some solidarity there, but nope, just a tool of the man.
But I fully accept the blame because I made this assumption just based on probably her age and, we're living in New York and who the fuck listens to this, but I made a mistake in this.
I listen to that too.
But you're old.
And you're 40.
Yeah.
A little more explainable. You didn't listen to that shit.
Maybe Kenny G is her dad.
No, she was African American.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that doesn't mean he can't be her dad, but
adopted.
I listen to the Real Jazz station on Sirius XM all the time. It's great. A lot of good jazz, especially when they have Latin Jazz Week. It's like, it's like my favorites. It's like, well, freestyle and a little jazz together. Let's go, baby.
We'll go hang out at Empanada Mama then. Listen to some.
Yeah,
I want to be clear. I don't know that this was Kenny G. Like, it just sounded like in that.
Exactly. You don't have the palate.
Smooth jazz. It was smooth
thankfully.
Jazz.
But all right. Well, do you have a promo code for Empanada Mama? Where people can the promo code is shitting on the music.
Yeah.
That's
promo code fuck this song.
Promo code spit in my food.
I'm telling you, man, I didn't say shit till the food was already bagged up. I was like,
nice. Smart. Okay, I missed that part.
But not intentionally though. That was just luck.
Thank God.
I had no reason to think I was saying anything controversial.
No, really, what could they do to an empanada once the empanada is made, right? Because it's in a protective shell.
They make them on the spot, though.
Yeah.
They
like
make
the stuffing and everything. And
it's an assembly line. They do.
Wow.
They take the tortilla, they put the shit in, they wrap it, and dunk it in a deep fryer, and the whole thing takes like 5 minutes, and then they give it.
Then you lucked out. Who knows what they could have put in there? You never even know.
Well, the other people working there to listen to this fucking Kenny G, they might have been agreeing with me. Can't imagine more than one person likes this music in this
See, I'm wondering if maybe she was just standing up for someone in the back who was older and who did pick it, and she was like showing solidarity to them by taking the bullet for them.
Well, the guy fucking saved her from getting hit by a car or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I hate your music, but you saved my life, so I'm
maybe
gonna.
There's like an adorable neighborhood grandpa who just is working there because he has nothing else to do with his time. He's in the back assembling these empanadas, listening to his beloved jazz.
More explainable than the official story, just like Luigi.
His name is also Luigi, ironically enough.
Good, fair enough.
I wanted to. Speaking of Luigi, I wanted to play this quick Laura Ingraham take. We don't typically share Laura Ingraham, but this is just dissonance.
Shouldn't say fun stuff too much anymore.
Yeah.
We'll dig into it later. The Instagram posts from nutbag people, which I was sent in the commercial break earlier.
No, it's a dick forum, not a nutbag forum.
And people celebrating this. This is a sickness. Honestly, it's so disappointing, but I guess we shouldn't be surprised. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And up next, the other big news out of New York, Daniel Penny. A lot of people think he's a hero, and tonight he's not guilty. My take next.
Daniel Penny, of course, the guy who choked a guy to death, who wasn't doing anything.
Well, he was doing something, but nothing that would warrant being choked to death.
Yes.
Yeah, he was annoying people on the subway and being mildly threatening, but that doesn't mean you should be publicly executed.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I talked to Sid about this in our private chat. But
you'd fuck Daniel Penny also.
No, I would not. Absolutely not. He is not my type at all. At all.
How about the victim, Jordan Neely?
I don't want. That's not funny. I don't.
He'd be attractive. I'm not saying.
I don't want to say one or the other, but
that's a no. But he doesn't.
He'll tell you off the air.
Right. That's a no. He's just being respectful.
Is there a thread about that guy you found?
You two are the worst.
Well, hit the nail on the head, apparently.
No, you can't have been a rear naked choke for 6 fucking minutes. I can't. I feel uncomfortable holding a rear naked choke in class for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, I'm letting go. Mm-hmm. Even if the guy doesn't tap, I'm just like, all right, whatever. It's not worth it. It's so scary. It's a lot of power
you have.
Yeah.
Rob.
But is it as scary as being yelled at on the subway by a guy dressed like Michael Jackson?
Fair point.
It's horrifying.
We'll be right back on Fox News to discuss this important point.
I think it's insane that also this guy, okay, let's say you don't think what he did was murder.
I thought he would get some amount of jail time.
Look, okay, maybe it's not murder, but it's absolutely manslaughter.
Yeah.
No, not according to the jury.
Well, right. Well, in my opinion. So, okay, even if you take the position that this is self-defense, let's say you're taking that, which I don't agree with. It is beyond the realm of self-defense. Once the guy is unconscious, it's no longer self-defense. Why the fuck is the vice president, or the vice president elect, I should say, inviting this dipshit to be his personal guest in the presidential suite of the army? Why is he being celebrated?
Because that's what they do.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
This guy's immediately now looking to be a right-wing celebrity for the rest of his
why
life.
is he? I don't think what he did was heroic. Is what I'm saying. I think
cowardly.
Yeah. Anyway. I guess the argument is it is heroic because he was protecting everyone on that train who did not ask to be protected, and other people were fucking telling him to let go, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, he was going directly countermanding the orders of the people around him. Let him go. All right, you subdued him. Let him fucking go. He didn't. It was just another George Floyd, but without a badge on.
Yeah. Which you would think would make it even more likely that he would get convicted, but no. The cop got more time. The rando who killed it. It's in New York. It's also fucking weird.
I mean, I think people are biased because they take the train every day, and there's a mentally ill person threatening them every day, which is a valid concern, but you can't just go around killing them.
Yeah.
I wanted to play this clip. A man in Utah bought a car from a Mazda dealership. Mazda.
All right, Mikey.
What Mazda?
In Sandy, Utah, he bought a Mazda and then he tried to return it, and he was told he could not return the car, and it was sold as is.
Yeah, I don't think that's how car sales work.
And the man said that he would drive the car through the front of the door of the dealership if they didn't let him return it. And they didn't, and so here is footage of him coming through on his promise.
Okay.
To in fact drive a car.
Well, this is a good angle too. This is a really nice shot. Whoa!
Well, they had time to set it up. He told them what he was going to do.
Oh, see?
Is that Jelly Roll?
He's going to set up a concert right after that.
Whoa! Call the cops!
And so,
God damn,
he's arrested on felony criminal mischief.
When I saw that, though, I wanted to know, like, what happened immediately after that. Like, did he just leave, or like it just seems like it cuts off at the best part.
Yeah.
Did they call the cops come and tackle him right away? Like, how many cops did it take to take down this gigantic person?
I bet he just let him.
What was wrong with the car? Do we know like what his issue with the car was?
I mean, it certainly drives pretty well.
It looked clean. All the tires intact.
And it looked like he didn't even damage it. Let's see what the news says. Clearly, the news will have information.
Look on the LPSD board.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if there's any news of this guy. According to Fox 13, they say the police, who would never lie, say that Michael Murray who's the person, bought a car from Tim Dahl at Mazda, well, whatever. And it appears to be a Subaru Outback.
Okay.
Hours later, he discovered what he believed were mechanical issues with the car and went back to the dealership in hopes of returning the vehicle, which he called a, quote, lemon. However, the Mazda dealership said they would not take the car back as it was sold as is. And then that's when he threatened to drive through the dealership's front door. We're like, whoa, we don't need to do that. Sit down. We can figure this out. We can find a solution.
Yeah. Now suddenly they want to give him some money.
The dealership offered his money back or a different car before he rammed into the front of the building.
So then they were going to let him return it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just said that while they were dialing the cops.
He added that Murray was told by the dealership beforehand that the car needed work before the purchase. We were very clear about the fact that this car is not retail. It's going to need more inspecting and some work. In this situation, the customer needed the car. It fit his limited budget, and in our mind, we're doing him a favor. The arrest report said there were about 7 salesmen near the front door when Murray drove through, but nobody was injured, although the dealership suffered an estimated $10,000 in damages.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's the official story.
Yeah.
I think they just set this up looking for viral distribution. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, let's hear from Murray. From Murray.
What Subaru?
He was apparently cooperative with authorities when taken into custody, but declined to speak with an officer.
So then how is he cooperative? That he didn't like punch the cops?
Yeah, I mean, he willingly was arrested, I guess. Oh, he was released from custody.
What?
Pending a hearing. Condition, but he has to appear. He has
I mean,
to appear at all court hearings and not commit any further crimes.
Well, hey, he doesn't have a car now. How's he going to get to the hearing?
It's not like
get a ride.
Like going around generally assaulting like car dealerships. He had one specific problem.
Yeah, I imagine he's just going to have to pay the damages and probably some community service or something.
You don't think he's going to get jail time for that?
If they're already letting him out.
I guess. Yeah, well, good for him then. But if he could barely afford a car, I don't know how he's going to afford to pay for the damages. It's not going to go well for him. It's a shame. Should we start like a GoFundMe?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like there's better things to go fund.
I suppose.
It is the holiday season. One more thing on the shooter. Before the shooter was caught, it was pretty ridiculous how little the NYPD was doing to try to find them, right? Like, Darren, you shared this clip we wanted to play of the manhunt. This is a local news story. Oh, is it on mute? No. Is there just no audio? What's going on here?
I think it had audio and it somehow maybe it got like copyrighted or something.
Oh, okay. But so they're just hunting in Central Park, like in the bushes. There's just, hey, murderer, are you there? Are you there, murderer?
He just lifted one leaf, this guy. I love that.
Are you there? Hey.
Well, are they looking for the murderer or like evidence? Like backpack or something?
I don't know. It says manhunt. So
yeah, that's true.
It's not much of a manhunt. This is called collecting overtime.
Yeah, like why are there 10 of them here? Like, look at this. Look at this guy with his hands in his pockets.
All fat, like one to a man.
They heard somebody left a half-eaten box of Dunkin' Donuts in a bush.
If I gotta be a fucking Central Park on Sunday, we're gonna watch football. Fuck out of here.
All right, let's get into the holiday spirit a little bit.
Yeah.
I wanted to change it up, change the vibe, something a little more positive, a little holiday music for you.
Don't burn the meatballs.
From Cosmo, Queen of Melrose.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Aww.
May your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be at a side.
Are you turned on, Sid?
Is that what she's going for?
Was that Kevin Nash in the video there?
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay.
What is on in the back?
Home Alone?
From now on, our troubles will be miles away.
Oh, or maybe that was The Longest Yard with Kevin Nash.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was on a TV.
Golden days of yore.
Who filmed this?
Faithful friends who are dear to us. Gather near to us once more.
This is not the production value I've come to expect from Cosmo.
We all will be together.
Those nails.
If the fate allows.
It really does look like CC DeVille.
Hang a shining star above the highest bough.
And have yourself a merry.
Oh no, is that Steve Austin?
Yeah, that has to be The Longest Yard.
No, I meant the person lighting that candle.
Oh, okay.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, Merry Christmas.
And that's the bottom line.
China.
Oh, sorry. Wonderful, wonderful person. Not from the Singers, but you know, that's fine. Have fun. She's not from singing.
No.
It doesn't put you in the holiday spirit.
Sure. I mean, I'm in the holiday spirit anyway. It doesn't take me out. Not like some Kenny G and Epanadamama.
Oh my God.
But listen, I know not everyone can sing. She has a lot of good qualities. I forget which one.
I think
either
okay
or.
Whatever, yeah.
Well, since we're on the topic of music, there are some TikTok songs that someone made a reel of like the best, worst in TikTok music. I'd like to play that right now.
All of TikTok.
Well, just like a compilation of various TikTok musicians.
Is this going to be
1,000 kilometers to New York City?
Wait,
this is going to be Ron Jeremy's stomach?
Finally, I've been waiting
to do this.
I am rectangular.
Sex Pistols is slang for penis.
Sound transformed DNA, my mind's making things move. Kidney infection, I heal that too. I've been doing things your brain can't compute.
If you're a Christian who still watches pornography, this song is for you.
Are you struggling through your work week? Then this might be just what you need.
Working and working to survive. How can this nightmare
Is that the guy who does Metal Mofos?
No.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Richard Dawkins?
I think that was actually someone. I can't replace who, but that's like an actual famous person.
Wow.
That last one. That I just saw somewhere recently, but I don't remember who the fuck it is.
Fair enough.
Rob, that didn't look familiar to you?
No.
Huh. All right.
Place if we all drove trucks. Check it. Right about now, little south of town.
When you write a song about slavery,
A country song about trucks? I never heard one of those before.
We met, I hadn't found my freedom.
Oh no.
Cause he's not a sexist, it's true, he ain't there. He's anti-racist, it's true, he is there.
This song's about the electric chair.
So this is the story of an artistic girl with a dark past.
She's a dark little artist with ink in her veins.
So I had this idea
That's
for a
how
song.
Tim Lambesis sees himself.
Yeah. Ink in her veins doesn't sound healthy. This guy looks like Luigi squinting.
From the perspective of anxiety. Check this out. I wish coffee made your teeth whiter. I wish porn was good for your brain. I wish artists didn't need money. I wish billionaires were less paid.
If you fighting cancer, no, I'm fighting with you. If you fighting cancer, no, I'm fighting with you. If you fighting cancer, no, I'm fighting with you. Bitch, I smoke crack every day.
I'm insane without the S.
Did I just write the next emo anthem?
We are the princes and princesses of the glory days.
Hey, what's up? It's 616 shorty bad as fuck. We're a lipstick.
I like what I can do to you, earth and night, water fucks fluorides, putting your mind in a coma. Little did you know, drinking tap water cuts the core to your soul.
Turn the frogs gay.
I have my own AI inside my mind.
You want to write a book?
Is that Serge Tankian? I think that was Serge.
He could have pulled that off.
A podcast, go to law school, learn to write a song that might change the world.
You're not gay, it's the demon that's inside of you.
Oh, what?
Rob, you ever have a demon inside of you?
I've been inside many demons, in fact.
The music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd.
The iron god, it's suddenly steady. Keep on pressing mode, Pokemon is steady. I shall not be defeated. You are my enemy.
Bam Margera?
Go ahead and tell me I'm a freak. Go ahead and hate me.
Haters gonna hate every single day.
Oh, no.
No one knows why. I see no reason, but who cares? Just the no hater. They're only the drama, smells of fear.
So we just put out a new song and nobody seemed to care, so we decided to sing it to those in heaven in hopes that they will actually care.
Oh no!
This is a 911.
What, that
It's
one?
an emergency. Some rappers gonna need those paramedics or to go from fine to done.
If you don't love them anymore, check this song out. I don't think I love her anymore. It was the spring of 2020, wishing things costed a penny. What if Deftones went new metal?
If AC/DC made music for today's generation, it would probably sound like this. Parents never like me, boyfriends try to fight me, and girlfriends never see it coming. I fuck man.
Oh, we've seen her. Before.
Yeah, we've seen this girl before.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you hit that? Because DK, Donkey Kong is here. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail.
A war just broke out overseas, but the new award shows on TV.
Hey, beautiful, what's your obsession with those keys in the cubicle?
What?
Tommy is a commie and now he's reaching for the machine.
Wherever I am, there I am. Wherever I am,
Beautiful.
there I am.
This looks like James Cornette.
It's called Generation Messed Up. Are you depressed? Or what you just Saturday? Have you got anxiety?
This is a Green Day reference.
Yeah, what?
Or what you just running late?
Okay, so imagine this: you're on a train and a girl sits down next to you. She reaches down into her leather bag and grabs the most delicious sugary cinnamon roll you've ever seen. And you're just like,
That eating a cinnamon roll could ever look so hot.
That was wholesome. I like that one.
Oh no, this guy.
Oh, did he come to kill the CEO of United Healthcare?
Well, no, that was the first guy.
What I'm taking from this is that it's way too easy to make music and distribute it now.
Yes.
Thanks to
Yes.
Yes.
there was a happy medium where it's like it innovated, it helped artists, reach a wider audience for a while, and now it's just like, TikTok is now like public access television. I feel.
So you support it being shut down?
I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
It's about to be in the
That's what I'm
States.
saying.
The deadline is coming.
2 months away or something.
I thought it was January.
Could be right. I'm not that up on it. No, I'm kidding. I don't think the TikTok should be shut down, but there's a lot of bad content on TikTok. Also, the people that put the legislation in place to shut it down, didn't they like massively use TikTok to try unsuccessfully to get elected? Like, what's that about?
Yeah.
If it's so bad, why are you fucking using it?
Yeah. January 19th is the.
Oh, thank you, Rob. So a little over a month away. You have no more TikTok, folks. Unless Trump saves the day and brings it back.
Well, Trump is the one that is pushing to ban it, though. Yeah, so.
Right. You have to hope, like so many other things, that Trump has brainworms and just forgets to do.
But all the politicians want to ban it. So even if he
Right.
forgets, the Democrats or other Republicans will remind him.
The only hope we have now is Barron is such a doom scroller that he's like, no, Papa, I need my TikTok.
Yeah,
Please, Papa.
Well, you said January 19th, so he's going to spend a whole day without TikTok, and then Trump will be the president the next day. And he'll be like, he'll just come out of his room with his eyes like all red and be like, please, Dad, please, I need TikTok. 24 hours withdrawal syndrome.
I like it.
Barron's taller than you, Rob.
Wow.
He is, yeah. It's unsightly. It's crazy how much he looks like young Trump. He looks like Trump in the late 70s, early 80s.
He looks like Trump on Donahue.
Yeah. It's wild.
And he's like kind of like his facial mannerisms too are like Trumpian.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt that's his kid.
Yeah. Looks like he was made in a lab. He doesn't look like a naturally born human person.
Yeah. Well,
probably was.
He was raised like a veal in a box. Like, you know, you can't like.
Who's to say that Donald and Melania actually ever had sex?
It's true.
He could have just jizzed in a cup, and then they went to a lab. Threw that in her. The thing that kind of that always blew my mind was the Stormy Daniels story about how Melania was pregnant and he was having unprotected sex with Stormy Daniels. That's bold. Do you think he was on prep? Probably not, right? Probably not.
I just
Probably
think,
not.
you know, Melania knew what she was entering into when this.
Yeah. Oh, I have no sympathy for Melania.
Not in sympathy, but I mean, like, I think even she knows. Like, she's not sitting there going, like, please love me because Trump is such a piece of shit. Like, it's like a marriage of convenience.
Yeah.
She has agency.
It's probably an agency that hooked her up with Trump in the first place.
Yeah. Want a East European broad, not too much English.
It's sad that Rob's mom wasn't on the market at that point.
Damn. You could have been Barron.
Yeah.
Nick could have been me. Well, I would have been Donald Trump Jr. That would have been me based on the timeline.
True.
Mm-hmm. So your mom, in her cougar phase, could have landed Donald if she had been.
I think so.
Out there. Maybe Barron could be your younger brother.
That Trump movie, actually, I really enjoyed it. The Apprentice, if you guys find it on streaming somewhere, I recommend watching it. The girl who played Borat's wife in the sequel, she plays Ivana Trump.
No.
She does a pretty good job. A lot of good Eastern European accents there.
And it's a serious movie. There's no like humor element.
Probably funny moments, right?
Yeah, there's funny moments, but yeah, it's a drama. It's like kind of secession-y.
What's the overall tone of like how does Trump come off like in a short blurb? How would you say like
the actor who plays Trump? I forget his name. It's the guy who's a Winter Soldier.
Sebastian Stan.
Yes.
But
does an incredible job.
Does he play like a moron, or does he play like a savvy like political guy, or like
he plays it like it's the most human portrayal and believable of Donald Trump I've ever seen. Like you almost feel sympathy for this character at the start of the movie. By the end, he kind of transforms into this big monster. And what's so interesting is his portrayal of like the accent and his mannerisms is very subtle. It's great to the point that for the first hour of the movie, I was just like, why is the Trump campaign upset with this movie? In a way, this is like flattering to him. And then it hit some points that I won't spoil, but I was like, okay, no, I understand why they want nothing to do with this movie. But I thought the performances were incredible. Him and Jeremy Strong as Roy Cohen was great. Like Jeremy Strong is absolutely getting an Academy Award nomination for his portrayal.
Roy Cohen's such an interesting guy to me. Like,
yeah.
Always heard of him about like my first encounter with Roy Cohen was from the National Lampoon when I used to read it as a kid because like they just used to make Roy Cohen jokes all the time. He was such a well-known he was like the most representative evil person in politics like at that time, like the go-to joke.
Like Alan Dershowitz.
Yes, he's the Alan Dershowitz, but Alan Dershowitz was there too, but he doesn't go away. But yeah, he was like the current times Alan Dershowitz for the 80s.
Yeah,
I'd say he was worse because Alan Dershowitz at that point was sort of portrayed heroically a lot of times.
Yeah,
I don't think he ever had that.
I don't mean that they're equivalent. I just meant like the way we think of Alan now is like what he was then. Like he was just the embodiment of like political backstabbing and like dirty tricks and sleaziness.
Yeah.
Everything that's wrong with politics.
It's very fascinating, and also just I watched immediately after watching this movie. I was like, I want to know everything about Roy Cohn because I was so fascinated. Because I didn't really know about him before this movie. And there's a huge 2-hour documentary on HBO about him that I didn't even get through. But the craziest story is that he worked under McCarthy, and he was openly gay, or I don't know, or like whatever, not braggadocious about it. But then I forget, I think it was like the guy he broke up with that he brought in and accused of being a communist or something after as revenge, like crazy stuff. But anyway, let's talk about our Spotify picks. On that note,
you should watch the one where James Woods plays.
Yeah, I told Rob about that.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna. That's on my queue for sure.
He's very good in that. Even though like James Woods, the person is kind of a weird guy now, but he's a good actor. He kills that movie. Spotify.
Let's talk about our Spotify picks. Every day we each pick a song. Or every week we each pick a song. We throw it on our playlist called the RIP Livecast Music Break. You can check it out on Spotify. It's free. PHREE free. Give a search. Do it up. And my pick this week, I've been on quite a Van Halen kick this week. Just early Van Halen specifically. There's a lot of albums.
Yeah.
Like they put out an album a year for like 5 years straight. It's pretty, and they're all so good. I've been going through the early stuff and a lot of catchy songs. And one that really sticks out and has become an earworm in my head is the one that I picked from the second album, Dead or Alive, DOA. Dead or alive, dead or alive, and so on. Love it. What a great band. Like 4 guys that just were all in the fucking pocket. Unbelievable. Every part of that band rolls. And I almost feel like I regret not being more into them sooner.
At least you got to see them once.
Yeah, and I'm really thankful that you offered me
That I
that
shit
opportunity,
myself
Sid.
On the subway.
Yes, that's right. That was very fun. I'm very glad that I got to see Eddie Van Halen perform live once because
yeah,
what a fucking that was the best part.
And it was
of
with
the show.
David Lee Roth. We didn't even have to sit through any Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
The best
Absolutely.
we could have hoped for.
So that was me.
And that's the best, right? That's the best Van Halen album.
Yeah, I don't really like the Hager stuff.
No, but I think the first Van Halen for me. But they're all of the
first one with Sammy Hagar. You mean?
No. The best Van Halen album is the first one.
Oh yes.
This one is Dance the Night Away, right? That's on there.
I think so.
On the second one. And what else?
Somebody Get Me a Doctor.
Oh.
They're both A++.
Beautiful Girls on there.
Yes.
Girls. Okay.
So good. All I need is a view. I think as they went on, you could tell that David Lee Roth had a lot more influence on the songwriting. So
I sometimes listen to them I don't listen to them as full albums anymore because it's 2024 and I sometimes forget what's where, So I just remember my recollection being that was a better album, but like I can't even. Sometimes it's jumbled up, like which one is on which thing.
The first one has a lot more like punk energy. It's a little rougher around the edges.
Cover, Eruption. Yeah. In my head, I just put myself in the headspace of somebody alive then, just getting that album as a new album and hearing that shit like that. Because like by the second album, you sort of knew what you were getting.
Yeah.
But when that first album came out, it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, and like Jamie's crying, like that.
Yeah. So when I put it in that context, it sort of rises above just because it's like this fucking spaceship comes to Earth with this.
Yeah, 1978. Crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like it could have been put out today. Love the Van Halen. All right, folks, that's my pick. What's your pick, Sid?
I picked the song by the band The Dickies called Eve of Destruction because it played at the end of the most recent episode of What We Do in the Shadows, which is having its final season and one of its best. And then they threw that fucking punk rock classic banger out, which I think came out right around the same time as your pick, Rob. I think it's from 1980, this song. And there's probably some crossover between the Dickies and Van Halen, because I believe the Dickies sort of got big because one of their members was like one of the big cocaine dealers in Hollywood in the late 70s, early 80s, and he had all these connections. So he probably sold coke to Van Halen at some point.
And to Costco.
You think they do coke?
Huh?
You think they do coke?
Yeah. Oh, and also Jander submitted a pick this week.
Oh.
I have to queue up the name because it's an Icelandic band. It's an Icelandic post-metal rock band called Solstafir. The name of the song is Fjara. And yeah, he thinks we'll like it.
Oh, I know Solstafir.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, there you go.
Name
We've
4
written about them.
Yeah, you fucking poser.
I can't even fucking name one out, but I've listened to them for sure. We've written about them.
Who's we?
That's awesome. When I was in Metal Injection.
Oh.
What was I going to say? Oh, if you want to submit your pick, if you want to add a pick to the Spotify playlist, you can email us anytime, rplivecast@gmail.com. Darren, what's your pick?
I picked a dance song that Rob would love. You might know this song. It's like was semi-famous at the time. This is 1992, but I picked this song because I ran into somebody that I used to work with, like when I was around 18 when this song came out, and it was playing in the store I worked in every day, and it has a little skit at the beginning, and it's like to people lined up at a club, and somebody goes like, "I'm on the DJ's list." And the person at the door is a drag queen, and the person goes, "Miss Thing, there is no guest list tonight." And then the song
that's
starts.
a very famous sample. Yeah.
Club Lonely is the song by Little Louie and the World. But I just love that song. I ran into this person.
Is that like the Livecast fan who likes the Mets?
Different Little Louie. That's Little Louis. This is Little Louis, Louis. But yeah, that's so I ran it. And we used to just quote because there was a drag queen phone operator who did the switchboard, and then there were 2 of them, and they would just switch shifts, and they would always come in and drag, and because they were going to the club after work. And they would just dance in the switchboard and shit, and like they would sing this song. They would select this song with their pick all the time, and you'd walk in the switchboard and they go, "Miss Thing, there is no guest list tonight." Shitty sandwich.
Yeah.
So my friend and I used to quote that all the time, and we bumped into each other, said hello, blah, blah, and then 3 seconds later, "Miss Thing, there is no guest list tonight."
I love it. My favorite story I don't know if this is the same drag queen, but I remember you telling me that you would go out to lunch with this person, and out of drag, they would be a burly character and belch very loudly, and they just go, "Oh, how unladylike!"
Oh, how unladylike! Oh. Taller than you, also like Baron Trump. That's one of the 2. There were 2 drag queens. One was very diminutive, Puerto Rican and Dominican, like very. Very femme, and the other one was just an Andre the Giant.
I always think of that, like when I'm being very like,
that guy's name was Arthur. Had a drag persona name was Arthur, and I remember Arthur. I brought some. You remember Deleon that was on 8th Street? I brought some mac and cheese in from Deleon, and I'm walking by Arthur, and Arthur goes, "Oh my God, where's that from?" And I said, "Oh, I got this from Dylan. Oh, I love their mac and cheese. I love their mac and cheese."
The person isn't Cosmo, Queen of Zelda?
No, very different energy. This guy could have wrestled in WWF. Like, tall, like he had a gut, but he was like ripped with a gut, and like he'd come in full drag into work sometimes. It was great. Just so many larger than life personalities in that place. I remember the Puerto Rican Dominican one. Would always hit on me, like constantly hit on me, and then I would go, I mean, I really like you. You're very cool, but I'm not I'm attracted to women. I'm sorry, it's nothing personal. It's like, si yo te quiero, yo te cojo. If I want you, I can fuck you. Si yo te quiero, yo te cojo. I'm not really trying. I'm just fucking with you at work. If I really wanted to fuck you, I could fuck you.
There are a lot of gay men that have that attitude. I feel like it's very impressive. I don't have that superpower.
You had that attitude about Noah for a little while.
All right. And of course, I want to talk about our Patreon, patreon.com/RIP Livecast. Show us your support. You know, all these episodes we do every week are free. So if you want to throw something in the tip jar, you can do so there. Donate as much as you want. And if you donate $4 a month, you get access to our bonus episodes. 5 years of bonus episodes, including a lot of cool stuff. Watch-alongs, listen-alongs. Listen along to Guns N' Roses' album Chinese Democracy. We do a listen along to Lulu. We do a listen along to, what was it, like a special edition of Metallica's Black Album, like a covers of Black Album.
Covers album of that. Yeah.
We did Thrash It or Trash It.
We do
with like 90 songs on it or something.
Yeah, we did a Thrasher. We do a listen along of Megadeth's Risk.
Did you say Saint Anger? I don't know if you mentioned that.
Oh, yes, Saint Anger. That was the most brutal one of all.
If anyone has suggestions for new listen-alongs, by the way, because it's been a minute since we've done one, we'd love to.
Yeah, if there's an album we listen through all the way through live and record our live reactions as we suffer through it. Also, we just posted a new episode. Our most recent episode is a roundtable discussion on the biggest piece of shit holiday movie we've ever seen, and we've reviewed other ones, and this one is even worse. We're talking about Red One, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's now streaming on Amazon Prime, so you can avoid it there, and instead go to our Patreon and listen to our far more entertaining 1 hour review, or maybe it was a little over an hour even.
I love how you didn't even give it the proper pronunciation. You're like, the red one.
Yeah.
It's not like red one. It's the red one.
Red One.
Red One. Yes, we're going to watch a Red One.
Oh, no.
The theater.
Sonny Gotts.
The starring The Rock. The Rock is in it. Very, to be a wrestler. Look, maybe he's a Palestinian. I don't know.
Oh, no.
No wonder the movie bomb.
It was a weird choice to have Hamas kidnap Santa Claus.
Yeah.
A little too political.
Yeah, just leave that at the Christmas stuff. Come on. But that's all in the Patreon.
Yes. So patreon.com/RIP Livecast. $10 a month. You get a shout out at the end of the show, which is right now. How are we doing that shout skis?
I don't know.
Each one of these people has contributed some kind of salacious picture of Luigi Mangione to your large penis support group. So you tell us what kind of picture each one of them has sent in.
And how you can tell it's not really Luigi.
Oh,
all right. Well, we got Benjamin. Benjamin did one of those printouts of a photo of Luigi with his.
So you're saying he did a cum tribute?
Yes. Thank you. Dan R. Photoshopped Luigi into a porn star photo selfie holding his dick.
Okay.
But it's very obvious.
You recognize the penis.
Yeah.
He did
a good job, but
it's clear. Yeah. Shasur Sasusits, he actually took a collage of Luigi's photos and then posted a photo of his dick hovering over the collage.
But no cum.
No
cumless
cum.
tribute.
No cum. These are real things. Lando Danks took the photo of Luigi shirtless hiking and put the watermark of a gay porn studio, Sean Cody, on top of it to indicate that he is a model for that studio. LaCroix was in there. He was the one who did like copy pasta, like in the bedroom, pants down, on my knee, so on and so forth, like 2-paragraph fanfic.
Longer than the manifesto.
Corey and Scotty H, they're the ones reprimanding everyone. This is disgusting. Aaron is in there asking if he is bi or gay and if there's any evidence. Mr. Schmertzler, he's just correcting everyone's grammar.
Oh.
Douglas, who are you, Levison? he's bragging about walking Luigi to the McDonald's to order the hash brown and asks, "Who are you?" Slinky's, he's the one in there asking for soft pics of his penis. That's his fetish, is not non-erect penises.
He wants to get hard.
Yeah, I feel like that's a true cock lover. If you're into that aspect as well, then you really just love the dick.
What if they hate when it gets hard and only like it when it's soft?
Oh, what a conundrum.
Yeah, that's.
I know, right? I guess I'll have to get it hard and ride it.
Jander is the one posting under all the Photoshops, immediately going, "No, that's fake. This is this porn star." He knows the exact porn star and the exact photo. And finally, Randy Bled is in there complaining about how his health insurance claims got denied. Oh, it's like, why are you in this forum, Randy? This isn't the place.
I just like talking about your dick.
Oh, sweetheart.
Folks, that's our show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Until then, we love you. We kiss you. Bye-bye.